In this video, we're going to talk about some different options on how you can upgrade your Illumineer's quest. For example, some different storage options that you can use, as well as some ways to make it higher quality and more fun. Speaking of fun, me and my kids have been having a lot of fun playing the Illumineer's quest Deep Trouble. It's really cool that they came out with this co-op game, and it feels a lot like a board game. But that being said, it doesn't have a lot of the things a real board game would come with. For example, a storage box, a high quality game board, figurines to use as Lorcana, things like that. And I understand that Ravensburger wants to make sure that this Illumineer's quest is fairly affordable so that people can purchase it. But if you're like me and you want to make it more like a real board game, if you want to make it higher quality, more fun, and do some upgrades, then we're going to go through some different options on how you can do that. So first, let's talk about some different storage options. So when I opened up our Illumineer's quest, I tried to be really careful with the box just in case I could use it as a storage option. But sadly, the box is not a good solution for that. And so after trying to figure out what I was going to do to store this Illumineer's quest in, my favorite solution that I came up with was to store it in a Trove box. And if you've already purchased an Ursula's Return Trove box, or you're planning on purchasing one, I think that is the perfect solution to store your Illumineer's quest in. The pictures on the outside have everything from Ursula's Return, and so it fits thematically, and it's a really good size to store everything you need for your Illumineer's quest. So if you're looking for an affordable box that you might have sitting around anyway, I think a Trove box works perfectly. Now, I actually upgraded my Trove box because the thing I didn't like about it was it didn't have a good spot to put the Oversize cards, the instructions, and the Ursula's Playmat, as well as the damage tokens. And so I wanted to design a new insert for the Trove box that I could use to store all the decks and have good compartments to store all the damage counters and the Oversize cards and all of that. And so I went and designed a 3D model that I could then 3D print. And here you can see the 3D print that I came up with. And it fits perfectly into a Trove box if you take the paper cardboard inserts out. And this new insert has perfect compartments for the 2-player decks, the Ursula's deck, the damage counters, as well as a long compartment for the Oversized cards and the Ursula's Playmat, as long as you just kind of bend it to fit it in there. And then for the instruction booklet, you can just kind of set that on top in the middle, and then everything from your Illumineer's quest game can fit inside of this Trove box with this new insert. And so this was my favorite solution for storing the Illumineer's quest. Now, the next thing that I upgraded with my Illumineer's quest was I got some Oversized card sleeves, because I want this game to last for quite a while, and me and my kids play it so much that I don't want all the cards to get worn out. And so the sleeves that I purchased are these, and I got them off of Amazon, and they fit perfectly on the Oversized cards. Now, I would say because they fit just about perfectly, I am a little bit worried about the top edge that sticks out of the opening, maybe getting worn over time. And so if you're worried about that, there are some other Oversized card sleeves on Amazon as well that are a little bit bigger and they have a little bit extra room. And so if you're worried about that, I'll leave a link down in the description for these little bit bigger Oversized card sleeves as well. Now, the next upgrade that I did to my Illumineer's quest was that I wanted to upgrade the damage tokens, because the original ones that come with the game are just kind of cardboard and really lightweight, not very good quality. And so going back to 3D printing, I made some damage tokens that looked a little bit better, that were a little bit better quality, and in some colors that fit with the Ursula's theme. And along with that, I needed a holder or a case to put them in. And so I spent a lot of time coming up with a design for a case, a holder that looked really good, that could hold all the tokens that I wanted, and that could fit into the insert that I had already made. And this is something I had wanted to make anyway, because as I had been going to store championships and tournaments playing Lorcana, I didn't have a good way of carrying around my tokens when I went to these tournaments and events. And so I had been wanting a case or a holder anyway, and so this was the perfect opportunity for me to do that. And I think that the case that I came up with turned out really nice, and one of the best things about it is that it fits perfectly into the insert that I made for the Trove box. But then if you want to, you can just take it out, and if you're going to an event or something like that, you can just pop it into your bag or your deck box and take it with you to that as well. And so this token case that I made, I'm actually going to make available on my Etsy shop, and so go check that out if you want to purchase one for yourself. Now, one of my biggest gripes with the quality of the Illumineer's quest was the Ursula's Playmat. You probably know this already if you've played the game, but the paper playmat is not very high quality, and it's very hard to put cards on there, especially as you're moving things around, and especially if you're playing with your kids. It's easy to accidentally nudge or knock into. It's hard to keep track of your lore on, and it's not even a full playmat size. And so that was another thing that I wanted to upgrade with my Illumineer's quest, was the Ursula's playmat. And so I spent a little bit of time in Photoshop making my own playmat design, using some artwork that fit with Ursula and Ursula's return, and then adding some different sections for Ursula's deck, discard, hand, and all that, and putting some numbers so that Ursula could keep track of her lore. And honestly, I really like how this playmat turned out. It being a regular playmat, it doesn't get knocked or moved around during the game, and it's a lot more fun for my kids to use when they're being Ursula. And one more benefit is because it's a real playmat, it's easier for my kids to use their lore trackers on, which brings me to my last upgrade for this Illumineer's quest. Is me and my kids have been using little Disney figurines as our lore tokens. And so the person that's playing Ursula, which usually is my 6-year-old daughter, she gets to have a little Ursula figurine as her lore tracker, and then the other players can use whatever Disney figurines they want to use as their lore tracker, and that makes it even more fun, especially for kids as they're playing the game. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys to see some of these different upgrades that you can do to your Illumineer's quest. And before we end the video, I want to tell you about the giveaway that we're doing. There's a link down in the description so you can enter the giveaway, and this giveaway is nice because everyone that enters is going to win something. I'll make sure that everyone that enters the giveaway has access to my Trove box insert. I'll make that available as a digital download to everyone that enters the giveaway so that you can print it and use it in your Trove boxes. And then one lucky winner will get just about everything that I made, which will include a Trove box from Ursula's Return, my 3D printed insert inside of that, as well as the token case that has all of the damage tokens. I'll include 3 of the oversized sleeves so that you can sleeve up your oversized cards, and I'll even include a little Ursula figurine for you because I think that's fun. And so if you want to enter that giveaway, use the link down in the description. If you want to check out my token cases on Etsy, that link is down in the description as well. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys, to give you some ideas, to give you some options on how to upgrade your Illumineer's quest. Have fun playing, I know I have, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.